Hey guys, what's up? This is RogueMogul. Do we want to talk about loud exhaust systems on motorcycles today? This might be, only my particular journey through motorcycling, but I've found that over the years I've just stopped liking really loud motorcycles. As a matter of fact, I had kind of loudish pipes on my Victory. I put the stock ones back on. I kind of had a loud pipe on my Honda CRF. I put the stock one back on. When I had my Ducati Hyper Motard, I put a loud pipe on it, and I ended up putting the stock one back on. I'm not making the same mistake on this motorcycle. I think I'm just going to keep the stock exhaust. So I think the reasons why, of course, as we get older, things change. I think when I was younger, I used to think that, making lots of noise meant that you were going fast, or making a lot of noise made you a badass. Like, people stood and noticed and was like, wow, that's super cool and loud. When in actuality, as you get older, you realize that whenever loud things go by, everyone's kind of like, what a jackass. That guy is a real jackass. Now, I'm not saying that applies to all situations. If you're hanging out with all of your motorcycle friends and you drive past them with a really loud motorcycle, they're likely to be like, dude, that thing sounds badass. But in general, if you are riding through a public place, down a public street that has, it's crowded, has street traffic, has people sitting outside eating dinner, I guarantee you 99.9% of those people think you're a jackass. That isn't the primary reason. I mean, what people think of you, people are like, I don't care, man. I do what I like. I do my own thing. Fuck what other people think about me. Great, cool. You're a rebel. Love it. Another big factor for me, though, is riding for a long period of time with a loud, drony motorcycle just got to be irritating. I didn't find out till later that actually there is such a thing as, like, you can get a fatigue from loud noise, from constant loud noises, and I think that's what I was experiencing. Like, I would always be way more tired at the end of a trip. It was harder to concentrate. About the fatigue. Yeah, I kind of got tired of always feeling tired. Riding around with a loud exhaust system. Third reason, I think, I tend to think that it draws unwelcome attention. Whether that's from people in neighborhoods or not neighborhoods, but people on populated streets, for instance. There are a lot of back roads in the area that I live in. There's state roads and stuff. They're 45, 55 mile an hour speed limit roads, but people live on them. If you are tearing ass past their houses on a very loud motorcycle on a continuous basis, and it's not just one person, this is a cumulative effect of, however many dudes ride motorcycles. First of all, there aren't the cool places to ride motorcycles are getting fewer and further between because of, all of the development that's going on, at least around here. So the few remaining good motorcycle roads are usually pretty busy with motorcycle traffic. So if you get one guy every 5 minutes hauling ass past your house on a super loud motorcycle, that's going to be irritating for them. And I think, this is about a respect issue almost. Like, respect is a two-way street. If you want respect as a motorcyclist, if you're being a good steward of the sport, you have to give respect as well. You can't just say, fuck everybody else, I'm a rebel, but, hey, make sure that your stoplights trigger for motorcycles, and make sure that you watch for motorcycles, and hey, how about some legislation for lane splitting for motorcycles? That shit ain't gonna fly, man. Respect, two-way street. Also, unwanted attention might come from police. If they're sitting somewhere, no respect to officers, if they're sitting somewhere eating a donut or writing some paperwork, let's say, with their car idling, and they can hear your motorcycle over the idling of their car while they're writing out paperwork, you know, that's drawing attention to yourself, and it might be unwanted attention. So, those are some of the reasons why I don't like loud exhausts anymore. Also, I happen to think, I mean, at least for this particular motorcycle, this stock exhaust did not sound great right after I bought it, but after it's got a few thousand miles on it, it actually kind of broke in a little bit. It's a little bit louder, it's a little bit throatier. It still isn't, you know, a Krapovich or a Termignoni or anything like that. It's not a fucking, you know, 120 decibel scream machine, but then again, that's not really what I want. It's loud enough so that I can tell without looking at the tachometer when I need to shift, you know, how it's behaving. Oh, over earplugs. Yeah, since I wear earplugs in my helmet, I can still hear it well over earplugs. Now, I know a lot of people think that loud pipes save lives, and I don't really want to get into that debate because I'm not really armed with a lot of scientific data, and neither is anyone else. So it would kind of be a pointless argument to get into. Even if you did have scientific data pointing one way or the other, I feel like everyone would still argue their case, much like they do anyhow on the internet. In the face of insurmountable evidence, people still think that they can argue against a scientific proof. But let's not get into that today. Anyhow, what do you guys think about loud exhausts? What is your relationship with loud exhaust systems? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you like them on your motorcycle but hate them on others? Or are you not a motorcycle rider and you're here for some other reason? But you have loud motorcycles that ride past your house and it pisses you off. Let's start this conversation. Let's start a flame war. Just kidding. Anyhow, hey guys, thanks for watching this video and thanks for taking this ride with me. I'm RogueMogul. You have been awesome. I've just been riding this motorcycle. Please do add your comments down in the section below, and I will talk to y'all later. I hope you have a wonderful everything. Bye now.